Hi everyone, I'm that sociology teacher, and today we're talking about Herbert Spencer, a British thinker who played a big role in early sociology. Spencer lived in the 1800s, around the same time as Auguste Comte and Harriet Martineau, and he wanted to understand how societies change and develop. He's best known for applying ideas from biology, like evolution, to society, which became known as Social Darwinism. So what is Social Darwinism? It's the idea that some people, groups, or societies succeed while others fail because of natural differences, basically survival of the fittest applied to humans. Spencer believed that competition in society was natural and that the strongest or most capable would rise to the top. At the time, this idea was popular because it seemed to explain why some people were wealthy or powerful while others struggled. But here's the important part. Social Darwinism is no longer considered valid. It oversimplifies how society works and was often used to justify inequality, poverty, and unfair treatment of certain groups. Today, sociologists recognize that success and failure are shaped by social structures, access to resources, discrimination, and opportunity, not just fitness or effort. For example, think about how some students may struggle in school because of underfunded schools, unstable housing, or lack of support, not because they are less capable. Even though social Darwinism fell out of favor, Spencer's thinking influenced sociology in another major way. He viewed society like a living organism. Just like the human body has interconnected parts, such as the heart, lungs, and brain, that perform different functions to keep the body alive, Spencer argued that society is made up of interconnected parts that work together to keep society functioning. This helped inspire structural functionalism, a sociological perspective that sees society as a complex system of institutions and structures that each serve a function. According to structural functionalists, families, schools, governments, religions, and economies all exist because they meet important social needs. Families socialize children, schools transmit knowledge and skills, governments create order, and healthcare systems maintain the population's well-being. When these parts work together, society remains stable. Structural functionalism also focuses on what happens when one part of the system changes. If a major institution weakens or shifts, like education, the economy, or healthcare, it can create strain elsewhere, forcing society to adapt. For example, when technology changes how we work, schools adjust what they teach, families change routines, and new social problems can emerge. This way of thinking traces directly back to Spencer's belief that society is an interconnected system. We can see this in modern life too. Think about how transportation systems affect jobs, how schools affect the workforce, or how healthcare impacts the economy. Structural functionalism encourages us to look for patterns, relationships, and functions rather than just individual choices. So the takeaway? Herbert Spencer reminds us that early sociologists were experimenting with ideas to understand society. While social Darwinism is rejected today, his view of society as a system of interdependent parts helps shape structural functionalism, an approach that emphasizes how social institutions work together to maintain stability and how changes in one part of society can affect the whole. Thank you for watching. Follow the link below for a short activity on Herbert Spencer and see if you can spot systems and functions in your own community.